Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami. Wherever you can grow, you need to grow. All right, where I have to grow? Body is programmed to keep where it has to keep. But where will I grow? That's very clear. Find out the areas of murmur. Okay? Find out the areas of murmur. Oh, my areas of murmur? Almost everything. My body, I got murmur. Body also I don't like murmur. It's a area of murmur. My relatives, areas of murmur. Even if they are not, you make them enemies. Areas of murmur. My job, big area of murmur. My stocks, it is not murmur, it is a huge noise it is. Murmur, area of murmur. Everything area of murmur. Everything. Relationships, but not everything is area of murmur. Therefore, you say that I have to grow in all of them? Yes. That is, this life is not enough. That is true, you know. This life is not enough. That's why you will have another life. Don't worry. Next life also it will be the same. It will never be enough, it will never be enough, it will never be enough, because the areas of murmur are the same. Next year when you are born, if you are a human being, all these problems will be there. You will have a body, you will have a home, you will have people, you will have jobs, or you will employ people. So you will have same areas of murmur, they are not any less. Next Janma, next Janma, next Janma, next Janma, this will continue forever. If you look at them, it is too much to handle. All right, then what shall we do? So this is what we call troubleshooting. We have to now understand that troubleshooting means you have to know the source of trouble. And then you can shoot. You can't simply just to shoot, spray bullets everywhere. They themselves create further troubles. Because they hit all things that are not to be hit. And therefore, they create further troubles. So troubleshooting implies localization. You need to localize from where does this trouble come. Now let us see from where does it come. It comes from your privilege. What's my privilege? Your privilege is to desire freely. Oh, that's a privilege? Yes, it's a privilege. Oh, I thought it's a curse on me. No, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. Definitely, it's a privilege. A human being alone has got that free desire. Whatever that you have seen, experienced, you desire for. Whatever you heard from others, you desire for. I mean, if you are interested in it. Then even things that you cannot verify, you desire for. This is the human being's privilege. That's why you are interested in heaven, and the people die in order to go to heaven. paradise. In Bombay, there is one community, and this is another Muslim community, it's a different community, and this community, the head is there, the religious head is there. He promises, I will give you in the paradise, in your house, an orange tree. You pay 100,000 rupees. If you want an apple tree, 2,000 rupees. If you want a mango tree, then you have to pay 200,000. Mango tree, you have to give 300,000. All the three you want, we can settle for 5 lakhs. No, 500,000. 1 lakh less. Deal. Called paradise deal. Really, they collect money. The believers give. So you can understand how much you can condition people. It's amazing. They all give. Chiku tree. I heard about that. Chiku tree. You want a chiku tree? It's nothing. 50,000 rupees enough. Chiku tree will be. So one fellow said, at least chiku tree you give me. Because he doesn't have 1 lakh of rupees. So he said, chiku tree is enough. So he gave me chiku tree, 1 chiku tree. Okay, that's enough. You can eat for your whole year you can eat chiku. Nothing. It will give. It's not like our chikus here, paradise chiku, bada chiku. So chiku is a fruit. What do you call that? Sapota. No, in English? Yeah, okay. So, that is enough, don't worry. So this... These are all. People believe. So what I say, so you can, this is a unique capacity. A cow, even a known thing cannot desire for. No cow can ask the bullock. So, honey, shall we eat out today? And then the honey says, where will we eat? All non-vegetarians stop. Don't ask me to go out. Let us eat here. Honey, there is a Chinese restaurant there. They give you chop suey. Or they put eggs there. No egg, honey. There's no egg. Eggless things are available these days. We can get tofu. You have joined that group, health food group. Anyway, so this kind of a problem the cow and bullock don't have. Correct? Just I'm giving you an idea of what a privilege you have got. That you can have an argument, etc. Choices, tremendous choices. Especially in America. Wow, what choices you have got. Tremendous choices. Choices that can confuse you. Wonderful. It's a privilege. You can't say this is a curse. This is a privilege. That marks the evolution, the difference, if it is evolution or endowment, that marks the difference between the free thinking person and the programmed jantus, animals. So this free thinking person means the privileges are manifest in various ways. You can explore and know. You can infer. You can explore and know. This is a great endowment. This jnana shakti, unbridled. You are ignorant, all right, but you can explore and shed ignorance. You can invent also, machines and whatnot, based upon what you know. Then you have a capacity to desire. Ichha Shakti, unfettered Ichha Shakti. The only fetter for this Shakti is your ignorance. You don't know. And your own leanings. You know, but you have your own leanings. So when you go to the vegetable market, you see so many vegetables, but you don't pick them all. So your eyes fall upon only those things that you like. And in fact, you sympathize with that vendor, with that storekeeper, that fellow, this seller. What? That how is going to sell all these pumpkins and all that? Who will buy? There are people for buying everything. Next day you go, it's gone. There are pumpkin lovers. There are bitter gourd lovers also. Don't think only everybody loves potatoes. There are some people who don't like potatoes. There are some people who are not supposed to take potatoes. There are some people who never buy tomatoes. So you find all this. What does it mean? Even known things do not become your objects of desire. So what decides? Different things decide. What exactly you want to buy, what exactly you go for, is decided by a number of factors. Knowledge or inadequate knowledge, the lack of knowledge, complete knowledge, lot of things, or some advice that you have got from somebody, that also decides what you buy, what you don't buy. Until that advice is changed by another big fellow, that is not true, that's all bunkum, eat whatever you eat. Japanese eat lot of fat. No, they eat very little fat. And they also get fewer heart attacks. Fewer than the British and Americans. The French eat more fat, but they get fewer heart attacks than British and Americans. The Japanese take very little red wine and they get fewer heart attacks than British and Americans. And the French take more lot of red wine and get fewer heart attacks than Americans and the British. From this, what do you conclude? What do you conclude? This is the conclusion. Eat whatever you want. But if you speak English, it will kill you. Some logic. So our choices are all funny, controlled by different people, different things, cultures and whatnot. How you are brought up. There are a number of factors. It's just impossible to really put your finger. This is the reason why you decide this, you like this. But the truth is, everybody has leanings. Everybody has the privilege of desiring, and the desiring itself has got a certain individual connotation, individual accent, which what we say, one's own raaga, one's own dvesha, one's own like leaning towards and leaning against. So that is, the other one is going against dvesha. So you don't want certain things, that is what they want. Like the blue cheese. Who wants blue cheese? Don't say that in this country. There are a lot of people who will stand in the queue for getting the best blue cheese. Best blue cheese means it has more fungus formation. And you get the stink 1 mile away. Then only that is the best available. There are people who love to have it on the top of their salad, so that it is not hidden, it is up right in front of the nose. They can get the aroma. Samsara. Who is to decide? Who has got to decide? Every culture has got something. So it's not that everywhere it is, it's not one culture has got something like this, every culture has got something. Something others can never handle. And therefore, like Indian sweets. In India, sweets means it is sugar plus, understand? It's not anything. It is sugar plus. That's called sweet. It is sweet. That's all. We don't even know what is sweet. And therefore, so it is, this is how it is. You find everywhere, every culture has got its own something. Others cannot handle. But they handle, those people who love, they handle. From this what we understand, that determined by a number of factors, everyone has got desires directed towards certain things as what we say likes or raaga, and against certain things called dvesha. This raaga and dvesha exist in every human being. No exception, please. Raaga, dvesha are not different from desires. They are just desires. And I told you already, they are privileges. Therefore, raaga, dveshas are privileges. Raaga, dveshas are not bad. We concede that makes you an individual. So your individuality is characterized by your raaga and dvesha. So you don't exist as an individual without your raaga dvesha. In clothes you have raaga dvesha. In everything you have got raaga dvesha. That's not a problem. Even Krishna, who is talking about raaga dvesha, also had his raaga dvesha. He always liked to play flute. And this flute, not this flute. And then you press buttons. That's not this one. This flute. More difficult. A reed, just a reed. And this flute. Why not this flute? Why this flute? His own life, his own raaga. Why not guitar? His own raaga. You can't say Krishna didn't have guitar, he didn't know what was guitar. He was Ishvara, forget it, don't say that. So he knew what was guitar. So he didn't care for guitar and he went for this. That's it. Raaga. And he always loved butter. He didn't want that to be converted into ghee, which is not good. And therefore it undergoes a change, the molecular change because of heating. And so straight butter is always better. And so he really set an example for everybody, which in India they don't follow, but they follow here. So butter is better. Butter is better, not ghee. Deshi ghee, asali ghee. Asali ghee means what? More fat, that's all. And so, that's how it is. Then Krishna set an example. And then he always had a pitambaram, in yellow upper vastram, this kind of a scarf. Why yellow? He thought the blue and yellow go together. He was a blue boy. He liked that combination. Then he had a feather on his cap. And the feather, because peacocks are available in India, therefore peacock feather. If you were here where there is no peacock, you will have an eagle feather, like our Indians here. And so he had a peacock feather. Why this peacock feather? Nobody else had peacock feather. He only had a peacock feather. Never before, never later, anybody, not even a tribal, he only had a peacock feather. Typical. Like these one-earring fellows. He had his own peacock feather. What is this? He wanted to be someone different? Hey, he had the privilege of desiring his own something. This is not a great desire. This is just liking. He liked to come out with a feather on. We all tried to gather some feathers to our cap. He always had a feather on his cap. Understand? Very colorful one. So this is what his own likes and dislikes. I don't know what song did he, I'm sure it is Yaman more. What raga is always Yaman. Yamuna Thira Vihari. True Yaman he liked because he was on Yamuna Thira, on the banks of Yamuna, therefore he talked more, he sang more Yaman, the raga Yaman, as a particular melody. And so you have all this. Likes and dislikes, certain things he didn't like, some fellows he didn't like. And he said that also. Jarasandha, Shishupala, he destroyed. Kamsa, all of them he destroyed. So not that Krishna was free from raaga dvesha. He had his own raaga dvesha. But he advised one thing. The advice was, Tayor navasham na agachet tauhasya paripanthinau. For you, these two fellows are your enemies. When? If you come under them. That is where your growth lies. Tayoho vasham na agachet tauhasya asya purushasya tau ragadvesho paripanthinau. They are Shatru. They are the enemies like. They are privileges given. They become enemies. So this is what they say. Suppose this in India we have this small matas. Matas means a small little, where a sadhu was living. There is a mat. He passed away and his samadhi is there, means his burial place is there. A sadhu is not cremated because cremation is a ritual. To perform the ritual, nobody has got the qualification. Nobody, because he is unconnected to anybody, therefore he is buried. Now that mat continues. There is always somebody who is staying there and then doing daily some small puja to the temple and taking care of. He is called, he is a Pandara. It's called Pandara. He is a simple, person, a sadhu, and may not be connected to this person at all, but just he is a wayfarer, he comes there once and then somebody said, why don't you take care of this, we will take care of you. So the village people told and he stayed there. Then what happens? He is there for the past 5-10 years he is there. Then another wayfarer, a sadhu, comes and then he gives him place. and he does little bit of work. And he brings some flowers and he strings the flowers, he makes malas and gives and all that. So he asked him, please stay here. So you are very helpful to me, why don't you stay here? And he stayed there. That's all. Afterwards, he began contacting all the trustees of this mutt and he put them all together, went on telling how this fellow is bad. Then afterwards, that fellow is gone, original fellow is gone. He occupied. We call Edatha. So you give him the place and place is you are gone, you are out. These kind of things in different levels you find, you know. So in corporates, in situations also you have this kind of thing. All maneuvering. That is exactly what happened inside. So you have some privileges. You allowed these raga dveshas to exist. In America, they are in fact fanned. In India, at least, there is a thali culture. Thali culture means you want food and they'll give you a thali. Thali means a plate. It's all kept there. You like it or not, this is what it is. You pay and go. So this is what you eat, whatever that is given you eat. You can't say cut that out, cut this out, put this in, this is what it is. Even if you say coffee, they will decide how the coffee should be. You can't say, hey, they won't ask you, coffee, do you want, how do you want coffee? How do you take coffee? And if you ask that mama, that fellow who is running that small coffee, Brahmana coffee hotel, that fellow, he doesn't know how will you take coffee. How will you take coffee? So how will you take coffee? No, he is not going to tell you anything. How will you take? How will you have your coffee? How will I have? Not through my ears. So definitely through my mouth I will take. How will you have your coffee? Okay. And then that fellow decides exactly what that coffee is. So he is not going to ask you, do you want decaf? And do you want cream? He will be horrified that he knows only one cream that he bought for his wife, which is called Pond's cream. He doesn't know any other cream. And you ask him, do you want cream? This fellow is horrified. Do you put cream? He's not going to ask you, do you want cream? How many sugar? He had never counted the crystal. So how is he going to answer your question? Hey, this is coffee, do you want or not? This is coffee. He gives you coffee. Decided. There is sugar. There is everything. Any one thing, chaya, it is like that. Everything is decided. Even marriage is like that. This is what it is. Come on, get married. Whoa! This is what? This is a different culture, I say. This is a different culture. You are born. This is the job you have got. He's born with you is the job. And that's a different culture, non-competition, more acceptance. But here, go on asking from childhood. Your ragas are fanned, your dveshas are fanned, ragas are fanned and dveshas are fanned. And therefore, always cut this out, add this lip. You have to say all this. And whoever, another thing, the Indians who come here, they are not used to this, but then they come here, they think that they are Americans, and therefore they will purposely, even though they can eat the whole thing, but then they will say, will you please remove the tomatoes? just to feel they are American, Humbug. So this is all humbug. Be honest. Honest to yourself. So all these fanned raga dvesha, when you have got such individual, it has got its own some beauty about it. You have your own individuality, you have got your own small preferences. In color you have got preferences, you have got this shade and that shade. All preferences, all preferences, all preferences. Wow. Raga dveshas. No problem. They are all privileges. As long as you manage them. If they manage you, you better grow to manage them. You don't let them manage you. We will talk of Vedanta later, the next class. Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami